Alice Bianchi, can we give her a big hand?
Now, I'd like to invite all the children on the floor around here. Can you come and sit around here? Because some of you are still sitting with mummies and daddies. I won't bite you, I promise. And now, would you like to show me your TikTok fingers? Very good. And your TikTok fingers go like this. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the clock says tick-tock. Clock says tick-tock, hooray, it's story time. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the clock says tick-tock. The clock says tick-tock, hooray, it's story time. Now my story was a long, long, long time ago in a tiny little island in Greece. Now did you know that Greece had lots and lots and lots of islands? Well, this was one of them. And in my story, there's a girl. And her name was Penelope. Now she was pretty, she could play musical instruments, she could dance, she could sing, she was kind. But I wouldn't be telling you this story today if she wasn't also wise and patient and strong. That's right. Now her parents said, Penelope, darling, you're going to be queen now. Could you please pick a man to be king with you? Please choose wisely. You already know that Penelope was very wise. So she didn't pick a man who was only handsome. She picked a man who was brave and smart and handsome and strong. Very good. And his name was Ulysses. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. And so, they were married. And very soon, after many kisses, there was a baby in Penelope's tummy. And the baby grew and grew and grew and grew and grew and grew until 9 months later, well, there was a beautiful baby. And he gave the most lovely, toothless smiles like this. And he made the smelliest poo-poos in his nappy. And all day long he would... He loved his mummy's milk. And Mummy and Daddy were so happy. And that year, they also got a... dog. Yeah, a puppy, a baby dog. And the people of Ithaca were delighted because now they had a king and a queen. And they would rule their kingdom beautifully. But, alas, that year, the Queen Helen of Sparta, who lived nearby, now she was very, very beautiful, but she was not wise, or patient, or strong. Now she fell in love with Paris of Troy, and he abducted her. And Queen Menelaus, he was so angry, he was furious. He said, this is an insult. How dare Paris of Troy take away my wife? We need to get her back. Who is with me? Are you with me? And the Greeks replied, yes. And so, one by one, the brave warriors from all the different Greek islands, they all gathered to join King Menelaus' side. And so too, Ulysses. Was he brave? Yes. And so he said, Queen Penelope, I have to go. Look after the baby and the puppy and the kingdom. I'll be back soon. We're off to fight the Trojans, the Trojans, the Trojans. We're off to fight the Trojans. We'll show them a terrible time. Dee-dum, dee-dee, dee-da-dee-dee-da, dee-dum. And off he went. But the war went on and on and on. be over? Can it really be 10 years of war? And the Greeks were tired of fighting. They wanted to go home. But that year, Penelope got a letter. It was from Ulysses, and it said, "Dear Penelope, I love you. This year we gave our enemy a present, a giant wooden toy horse. But inside were 50 soldiers. And when everyone was sleeping, the soldiers captured the city, rescued Queen Helen, and won the war. Look after the baby and the puppy and the kingdom. I'll be back soon." Soon, sighed Penelope. How soon? But the news that the war had ended had reached the tiny island of Ithaca, and the people were delighted. They shouted, "Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!" Yes, and one by one, all the warriors came back to their babies and the children and the wives and their mummies and daddies, all except for
Ulysses.
Ulysses, that's right. And another year went by, and another year went by. It had been 12 years. Ulysses had been away 12 years, and the war had ended 2 years ago. And the people of Ithaca were impatient. And they said, "Queen Penelope, Ulysses is not back. Maybe he's dead. You must give us a king. Marry again, Queen Penelope, marry again." And Queen Penelope, she was frightened and a little bit sad because she loved Ulysses very much, and in her heart she knew that he would come back. He'd said that he'd come back soon, hadn't he? Yeah. But she realized that the people of Ithaca were not going to be very patient. So she had to think of a plan. So, the following day, she said to the people of Ithaca, "People of Ithaca, I have listened to you, and I think it would be wise to marry again and give you a king to help me rule this kingdom. But I have one thing to ask of you. Will you please give me some time to finish a shroud for Ulysses' father, who is very old, and some people think he will die very soon, and I so want to give him a good burial. Will you let me finish my shroud first?" And the people of Ithaca said, "Yes!" Now, do you know what a shroud is? A shroud is a special piece of cloth that was used to bury dead people in it. This story of mine happened a very, very long time ago. And the more special the shroud, the more loved the dead person that you were going to wrap them in was going to be. And in those days, they would weave special cloths. You see all these threads? You see? They're all woven, and there was a very special instrument to weave. And it looked a little bit like a carpet, like this. So this is what Penelope had promised that she would do before she got married. But she hadn't told them the whole story. Now, can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
Keep a secret. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good. Because Penelope hadn't told them that she was planning to weave all day, every day. But at night, she would unravel everything she'd done. Now, who likes Lego spaceships? Wow, a lot of people like Lego spaceships. Now, they're very, very difficult to make. You have to follow instructions. It takes a long time, doesn't it? You have to follow piece by piece by piece, and you put all the bricks together, and finally you have a spaceship. But what happens when you take all the bricks apart?
It was dismantled.
You will dismantle the spaceship, and you will have to start all over again. And do you think that Penelope ever planned to finish her shroud?
Yes.
No. She would make it during the day and dismantle it at night. Now, in the meantime, the news that Penelope would marry again had reached far lands, and suddenly all the suitors started knocking at the palace gate. And there were suitors from all over, and they wanted to woo Penelope with all sorts of gifts, kinds of gifts that women like. Yes. Now, in the 13th year, I remember the suitor who came. Queen Penelope, you are so beautiful, bellissima, bellissima, Queen Penelope. Marry me and I will give you all the chocolate of this world. And on Mondays, he brought a chocolate bars, and on Tuesdays, chocolate cake, and on Wednesdays, chocolate macaroons, and on Thursdays, chocolate lollipops, on Fridays, chocolate ice cream on Saturday, chocolate yogurt on Sunday, chocolate cookies, truffles. Yes, but still, Penelope weaved. Now, would you like to join me in our special song? It goes like this. Wise, 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 Queen Penelope. She weaved all day long. At night she unraveled all that she'd done. Penelope, you must be strong. Very good. Now, fortunately, the following year, she got another letter from Ulysses. And it went like this. Dear Penelope, I love you. This year I was captured by a cyclops, which is a giant with only one eye. He wanted to eat us. It was terrible, but we escaped. Look after the baby, the puppy, and the kingdom. I'll be back soon. And Penelope said, soon? How soon? And then there was the 14th year, and then the 15th year, and the 16th year. Oh, and the 16th year. I remember that suitor. Oh, Penelope, Queen Penelope, you are so linda, hermosa. Marry me, and I will give you all the flores del mundo. And so on Mondays he brought her roses, and on Tuesdays he brought her daisies, and on Wednesdays he brought her buttercups, and on Thursdays orchids, and on Fridays hibiscus, and on Saturdays sunflowers, and on Sundays daffodils. Yes, but still Penelope weaved. Can you join me? Wise, 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 Queen Penelope. She weaved all day long. At night she unraveled all that she'd done. Penelope, you must be strong. And the 17th year, and the 18th year, and finally another letter from Ulysses. And it went, Dear Penelope, I love you. This year we were captured by Circe, who turned us into pigs. It was terrible, but we escaped. Look after the baby, the puppy, and the kingdom. I'll be back soon. And the 19th year. Oh my goodness, did I tell you about the 19th suitor?
Yes.
Queen Penelope, you are so magnifique, beautiful. Oh yes. Oh, marry me, and I shall give you all the bijoux to make you sparkle. And on Mondays he brought her necklaces, and on Tuesdays he brought her bracelets, and on Wednesdays he brought her rings, and on Thursdays he brought her diamonds, and on Fridays he brought her earrings, and on Saturdays he brought her tiaras, and on Sundays he brought her bangles. But still, Penelope weaved, but she was tired of weaving. And then the 20th year, oh no, not another suitor. But the puppy, who was no longer a puppy, he was a big dog now. And he ran faster and faster towards this stranger. And then Penelope realized, and she went, oh my goodness, Ulysses, is it really you? they knew that their beautiful queen was also wise and patient and strong. The end.